VI0LDI. How are you? Yes, too long. I haven't heard from you. I meant to store your phone number. I don't think I did, Damien. I really meant to store your phone number, and I didn't. And I thought it'd be nice to stay in contact, and I never did. Or do it by email, if you don't mind. Do it by email. How are you anyway? How is your health since we last spoke? Well, I'm just pleased that you didn't give up the hobby that you love, because my biggest concern was that you just throw in the towel and say, right, and be angry at what happened. And I'm just so glad that you didn't, and you're still with us. And well, I think the hobby is very lucky to have you with us still. I must admit, you must have been very, very scared when it all happened, and I'm glad your health is improving, Damien QSL. Yeah, thank you very much. Yes, it seems to be short propagation. I never point this way anymore. I very rarely do, only in the summer. And in June, I don't know if it affected you on the bands, I had about S9 of noise. It was horrible. And I think it was a solar flares off the sun. And I spoke to a few people on the phone that I know, and they were having the same problem. It was the same in America as well. Friends of mine in the States were having the same problem. And I just didn't bother coming on. Normally this time, in June, we'd be playing radio all the way through the night and having a lot of fun, wouldn't we? But no, I didn't do it this year. I just couldn't hear anything. It was just nine. It's just horrible. I could hear obviously people that were stronger than S9, but it did take a lot of fun. I thought, I really hope that this isn't how the hobby is going to become. A few people said that it was probably internet noise. I didn't buy that, to be honest with you. I thought there's something on the band is causing it, and luckily it's all gone now. So we can have lots more fun, Damien. Have you not had any VKs or ZLs at all? Yeah, QSL, as long as it's still out there. So I haven't had the antenna pointing in that direction. I had a friend of mine in South Carolina was moaning and moaning and moaning. I hadn't spoken to him for ages, so I moved the antenna. And I didn't switch back on, to be honest with you. But work and trying to do stuff around the house, and you only have the weekends, Sunday, mainly Sunday, and to do stuff. And I'm quite busy with the radio repairs as well, so it doesn't leave a lot of time when you come home and to do stuff. So I've been out there today cutting all the. I've got quite a large garden and been doing all that. And I thought, well, I was going to come on about 4 o'clock and completely missed that time slot. But it's nice to hear you though. It's not nice. It's lovely to hear you, and it's horrible when we lose people, especially big stations that I'm very familiar with. That the last thing we want is any more silent keys. But I'm so pleased that you didn't throw it all in, and you've calmed down. Well, not about calm down is probably the wrong word to use. You've just got used to the hobby again. And did you ever have time out at all? Yeah, I must admit, what happened to you has made me be more cautious, because when I used to bring my tower down, I used to wind it down, and I didn't really care too much. I just wound it down, stood underneath it, would you believe? I rotated the handle and stood underneath it, and I thought to myself, this is really shit. If the wire was to ever snap, it's only going to go one direction, down. And I thought to myself, I hadn't really considered it, because I trust everything. I trust myself and all the installation, and I just thought to myself, well, if it was to ever happen, and that was to hit me, I probably wouldn't make it. So I now stand behind it and wind it down when I make adjustments and stuff like that. So it made me be a little bit, probably good for me to be a little bit cautious about what I was doing, and without being complacent and just like, no, it's never going to happen, and it's all secure and everything. But so I did learn I learned an important lesson from what happened to you. But I'm so pleased that you're still here, mate. I was when I heard from you when it initially happened, I was so relieved that you were still here, QSL.
Yeah, well, it could have been worse, Nick, I suppose, but it's one of the episodes I wish I hadn't have encountered in life, but we all go through those, Nick. I guess it's the old optimistic bias. It'll never happen off associated sound under the fire, and associated fire and associated work at height, and then the inevitable happens, Nick. But I guess it's only a matter of time from this guy. It's the old take risk. That'll never ever happen, really. And it didn't. But there we go. That's how life goes. But yeah, we're really the worst of it and enjoying the hobby again. Transformers and old FL 2100 dead. I got the old one rewind, mate, and the amplifier's working 100% now, so that one's all tidied up and put to bed. I maybe got an M0NKL to speak to you about sometime. It's an old radio from it's the first radio I ever owned, Nick, way back in the early 80s, but it's been sitting on the shelf now quite some time, and I think it could do with the service, and I'm sure there's bits and pieces not right, so I might pack it in a crate sometime, Nick, and send it over to you when you've got time, okay?
Yeah, no problem at all. I've had quite a few this year. I think when the last probably 12, 15 months, I've had 3 large collections of radio equipment from silent key operators, where their family or their wives have got in contact and can we service it and sell it. And there's been a lot of stuff. Some of it's not great, good for spares sort of thing. So depending what you need done, I do have a fair amount now of old stock that if I need to pinch stuff off to repair other people's radios, I've got the stock now. So all depends what you got. You said the FT. So it's not. There will be equipment available. I haven't gone through absolutely everything. There's too much of it, and it's so bloody time consuming going through stuff that's given to you. I'm not talking just a couple of radios, a lot of equipment. So I filled up a storeroom with some of it, but it all takes time, but I am in a position with the older stuff to help people, QSL.
Repaired and serviced and up and running again. I used it quite a number of years ago. I think there are a few problems with it. I'm sorry, I can't remember how I
Yeah, thank you, Damien. Much appreciated. And yeah, we can have a good old chat. And I did like, it's a few years ago now when we used to sit on the radio all night. Well, felt like all night long and work in the VKs and the ZLs. And I just really enjoyed it. There's not that many people, I don't think, in the UK that are running the sort of setups that we are. So it's fun to work these stations with another station within your own country, I think. I know you're in Northern Ireland, but when I say country, as in within the UK. So anyway, you take care. There's quite a few people calling, Damien. So I'll cut it short. But thank you for calling. You straight over the top of everybody. You're such a strong station to me. You're peaking plus 20, plus 30 dB. Very nice. You've got beautiful audio as well on that radio. Golf India 0, Lima Delta India, Mike 0, November Kilo Lima. Take care. Drop us an email, yeah? Are you prepared? Sorry, Damien, before you go, are you prepared for the storm tomorrow? Yeah, you're going to bring that down to a sensible level if you can, but yeah, it's not going to affect us in the south here, but there's severe weather warnings on the news, so it's not going to be good. It's going to be pretty severe, I think, 75, 85 mile an hour winds, so it's going to be pretty nasty. They wouldn't talk about it so much if it wasn't going to be bad. I think no doubt the power's going to go out as well. Take care, Damien, 73s. Take care, Damien. Much appreciated. Nice, lovely to hear from you. The Mike 1 Delta Kilo in the call sign. I apologise, sir. You've been very patient. Wow. Okay. Very short propagation. I think it's really nice. I use 2 meters. I haven't got the antenna up at the moment for 2 meters, but I used to love working around the UK because you don't do it on HF very much, very rare. And I've noticed tonight I had a few text messages from my friends on the east coast of the USA, and he can't hear anybody